Hello, everybody. My name is Christopher Hipona, and I work for Youth with a Mission International. It is a privilege for me to be able to encourage you in your workplace for this week. And I've titled this message, Faithfulness in Your Workplace. Now, we find our study today in the book of Ruth, emphasis on chapters 1 and chapters 2. And I would like to encourage you to take some time to actually read these chapters today and give you deeper understanding of what I'm trying to say. But what we see in the book of Ruth is such a powerful story of resilience, loyalty, also God's provision in the midst of life's challenges. Now, Ruth was a Moabite, she was a foreigner, and she was put in a position of making a choice to leave her in law. Naomi was her name. But what truly stands out is in chapter 1, verse 16, when Naomi wants to go back to her hometown, and Ruth having this position to choose to stay or go with Naomi and leave her homeland. And this is what she said. Her famous words in Ruth 1:16, "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." Now, Ruth's loyalty and faith in the God of Naomi and her God by now led her to a new place where she found favor in the eyes of Boaz, who was their relative. In chapter 2, we encounter the character Boaz. He was a man of noble character. She notices Ruth's hard work while she was gleaning or harvesting in Boaz's field. And what Boaz did is she took notice of her and he told his people to protect her and give favor and feed her and even invite her into the community. So Boaz gave protection over her, provision over her, and eventually Boaz played a role to redeem the entire family of Naomi, including Ruth. Now, when we go into application of our times and seasons today, what does this teaches us in our workplace? Whether you are an employee or, or a business owner. Now, we might not always see immediately the results. My encouragement to you is to stay diligent and stay faithful in the area God has led you or has called you in this season in life. Like Ruth, she was in a difficult situation, but she stayed faithful until Boaz took notice of her. So my encouragement to you guys is stay faithful in your workplaces, whether you're a business person or an employee working for a company. Be faithful, stay diligent, and what we see here is that we can trust God that God is watching over us, like God was watching over Ruth through Boaz. Boaz reminds us that God raises up people in our lives who will notice our faithfulness and hopefully offer support in the right season or in the right timing. So today, whether you're in a season of uncertainty or transition, difficulty, challenges, even tragedy, I hope and I pray that you remain faithful and diligent in the place where God has called you, such as what Ruth did. And if you find yourself like Boaz, still remain faithful in what God has called you to be or to do. And if you're in that place of position to bless others and take notice of others, bless them. And ultimately, God is the faithful one, both in Boaz's life and Ruth's life and in your life. He will be faithful to us. Be diligent in what God has called you to do. Trust in His provision and remain faithful in your endeavors in the marketplace. I hope this is an encouragement and blessings to you guys for the rest of the week.